Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, then welcome. I just got that raw clear quartz crystal from my nephew. And what's so crazy is that I have been wanting a clear quartz, and then it manifested. He walked up to me and he's like, here, look what I got at camp. Like, I mined it out of the mountain and he gave it to me. And I was like, wow, manifestation is so real. So let's jump into this topic. How to guard your heart. Yes, one of you was asking me about this, and I'm so happy that you did. It took me a while because I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys the right information. You know, scriptures tell us to guard our heart. It's wise advice because our heart is what is so full of love, and it's where all of the feelings reside. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. Once you open your heart to someone, once you allow someone into your heart, the feelings start flowing and they can get so deep, take over your mind, your body, like your chemistry changes, you're tapped into different frequencies. Love can make you do crazy things. You're not using your mind. It's not rational. It's just feelings. And I think that that's why so many people are afraid to open their heart, because they know that once you're tapped into your heart space, in a sense, you're no longer in control, because these emotions of real love are so powerful. And so that is why it is so important to guard your heart. Radiate love, but guard your heart. Who are you going to allow into your heart? Because once you do, it's kind of a forever thing. They'll always have a piece of your heart. Guard your heart, because everything you do flows from it. The first thing I want to share with you guys is that we want to remember that we are the foundation of love. You are the foundation of love in your life. And this is something that can take a lifetime to learn. And sometimes some people never learn it at all. When we don't remember that we are the foundation of love, love resides within us, because that's where God dwells. God is within. So you can tap into unconditional love. You can tap into love at any time that you wish. It's always present, just like the divine spirit is always present. You guys, this channel is dedicated to healing, growing, transformation, becoming our best selves, and elevating, remembering our worth, and loving ourselves truly. True beauty, which is within. So many problems on earth are a result of us seeking that love outside. And then if you don't get it, let's say as a kid, from your parents, from your friendships, from your relationships, or life doesn't go the way you thought, then you can misinterpret that as there's something wrong with you, or that you're lacking something. Then you're going to spend your whole life seeking, searching. I'm looking for love. I'm looking for the one. I'm needing this thing outside of me to fill me up. I was watching that show Intervention. Like, I try to stay away from like things that don't even make me feel good, but I was just curious and I had some time on my hands, and so I saw that one of those episodes last week, and one of the ladies, she was so beautiful. She's from New York, and she might have been in her 40s, maybe 50s, and it was her story. So she was majorly addicted to some form of pills that were actually prescribed by a doctor, painkillers, but she became addicted. It was taking over her whole life. It was just as powerful as like heroin, which, like I tell you guys, you know, stay away from synthetic fake medicine. There's natural healing on earth. So she was addicted, and it was destroying her life. She had lost her daughters and all this stuff. Okay, as the story continued and she started to open up as to the pain she was suffering, it came down to her feeling sad in her heart about her relationship with her mom, and how she just didn't feel loved, because her mom was like she got pregnant as a teenager, and then growing up, her dad was like put in jail or something like that. So she had a rough childhood, and she didn't feel loved by her parents, okay? So now she's in her 50s, struggling with this drug addiction, crying all the time still about that pain in childhood, because she felt she should have been loved a certain way. okay? So this is what I mean. This is a perfect example. If she could just realize that that love that she felt she needed is within herself. She needs to love herself, and we all do. The foundation of love is within, and that is what's going to heal you, refresh you, rejuvenate you, calm you. That's the kind of love that's never going anywhere, and you have to remind yourself of it. Tap into it, feel it for yourself. So how do I do this? How do I remember that I'm the foundation of love in my life? I do things like spend time with myself, see what's going on within my own self. I love to do mirror work, and so I'll link a video down below where I go more in depth on mirror work, but just looking at myself in the eyes, because when you're staring at yourself in the mirror, you're able to look into your own soul. Eyes are the windows to the soul, and so you can't lie to your own self, right? So what's there? If something's bothering you, or if you feel joy, if you feel excitement, however you're feeling, your state of being, your state of mind, do you feel calm? Do you feel anxious? Spend time with yourself. So I love to just look at myself in the mirror through my eyes and look deep and feel those feelings. So like being present with myself and gently affirming myself. I have a little card of affirmations on my mirror, and I'll look to it. Just says simple words that I want to remind myself that I am on a soul level. Don't look to the world to tell you who you are. If you're good enough, if you're lovable, don't let that be a reflection of your worth. And so in that story of that woman in the intervention show, you know, she's like, she would forever be hurting just because for one, you can't change the past. So if her mom was a teenage mother, she didn't even have the resources to fully love her, the emotional capability. She was just a child herself. And there's no way anyone could ever change the past. You're supposed to learn from your hardships in life. And so if she could simply remind herself that the love she needs and is seeking is within herself, she'd feel healed. Okay, so once you remember that you're the foundation of love in your life, you have a basis to love. You know you're solid, you're good, no matter what happens in the other relationships in your life, okay? Because we allow all of the relationships that are meaningful involve our heart space, involve us using our heart. And so that's what I want to share with you next. To love, to truly love in itself is a risk. Okay, it's a risk. Guard your heart. It's telling you right there, right? Because it's so powerful. Once your heart opens, it's meaningful. You can pretend to brush it off. You can pretend to be unbothered. If someone you love hurts you, your heart feels and your heart is alive. It's beating and it's more powerful than your mind. How to guard your heart. Be aware that to love at all is a risk. Comes with risk. It's inherent. You can't escape it. But love is the risk and love is the reward. And so to love on earth, to be on earth, you're going to feel some pain. It just comes with it, okay? And that's okay. You can't avoid pain. You can try. You can try to keep your heart closed your whole life. But that's no life at all. We were made to love. Guard your heart. But just know that it is risky, but that's okay. That's okay. We're living in the third dimension, so it's not always rainbows and butterflies and sunshine. There's light and dark here, and everything is serving a purpose. So Earth is one of the toughest places to be as far as being a soul in this universe. You incarnated into your body, but you're equipped. You were actually in line to get here. That's right. You're tough, you're capable. You just have to be strong and remember who you are. Tap in to that love within. Okay, so I wanted to remind us of that. It's like, okay, yes, we're protecting our heart. How to guard our heart, because it's powerful. Life is a temporary experience, and so even the people you love the most, at one point in time, they're not going to be here with you. right? Like they're not going to be on earth any longer. Their spirit is going to ascend or continue on. And so in this way, that's why spiritual masters will tell you to let go of attachments, because you got to flow with life, love, but know that when you love, it's going to be painful too, right? How many of us have lost grandparents and things like that, you know? And so life just has some pain attached to it too, and that's okay. It's okay, and that's all right. So how to guard your heart? Know that you're the foundation of love, so you're solid no matter what. How to guard your heart. So now let's get into like the practical ways. And so this is especially to my ladies, because as a feminine being, we are very tapped in with our emotions, and that's how we were designed. And that's your feminine energy. But you also have masculine energy. And a lot of men are more in tune with their masculine energy, which is associated with their mind. So they're using logic, they're strategic, they're practical. They're not as in touch with their emotions or feelings unless they are able to balance their feminine energy. So all humans, regardless of your gender, have the masculine energy and have the feminine. And our job is to balance it, no matter if you're a woman or a man. So when it comes to your heart space, I'm going to associate this with feminine energy because it's your feelings. How to guard your heart? Tap into your masculine energy, ladies and fellas. How to guard your heart? You got to use logic. You got to use facts. And that is the guard. That's the emperor energy. That's the protection. Think of yourself as a king and your heart is the kingdom. So you have the walls up, you're guarding it, you're protecting it. Protection. This is your responsibility. No one else can do it besides you. And it doesn't mean closed off. Like, what if you have this beautiful, magical kingdom, which is your heart and love, and you have everything there, and that's where you reside as well. Well, if you keep the walls up forever, you're never going to share your kingdom with anyone, which is your choice. Okay, guarding your heart. But the way I interpret it is becoming wise on who's going to actually enter. Okay, so what does this look like? The first thing you want to think about is, how does their energy feel to you? Because everybody is going to be so bubbly, happy, excited when you meet someone you like, you know? So you might think, okay, you have the green light, green flag to just let them into your heart, but that's just the beginning, baby. They got to prove it over time. And what does their energy feel like to you? Their eyes, what's within their eyes? Do they look at you in the eyes? The inflections in their voice, study them, observe them, and just allow them to be themselves naturally. And we as humans, we're so flexible and we change so often, so that's why take your time. What does their energy feel like to you? Do you feel safe in their energy? Does it feel peaceful or does it feel chaotic? What do they speak to you about? The tone of their voice, but also the content. What do they talk to you about? Are they full of joy? Are they full of love? How do they speak about other people? Are they full of lust, hate, or love? Logic, again, right? Like just pure logic. What do they talk to you about? What are they about? Do they offer you wisdom, or are they all about like lies or gossip? It's going to tell you like their maturity level, just what they're on. What are they about? What's inside their heart, and what vibration are they on? That's right. That's right. Your vibration, like their energy, these things are unseen, but they're real. Okay, so how to guard your heart? Spend time with them and see how they carry themselves. Okay, so how to guard your heart. Before you let someone into your heart, you want to observe and see if this is a kind person. So simple, but so important. Are they sincere? Are they truthful? Are they honest? Are they wholesome? Okay, because when we talk about your heart is pure. Okay, God dwells within you, and you can't fakeness. So that's why, are they kind? Because if they are a kind soul, or if they're kind in general, aside from you, then they are safe to enter your heart. Think about your kingdom. Do you want somebody in there who's gonna run amok, who's gonna cause chaos and disaster? Or do you want somebody peaceful, who's generous, who's sincere, who's truthful? You can trust them. And so kindness, don't take it for granted. It doesn't matter somebody's swag. It doesn't matter somebody's persona. It matters, who are they for real? Do they know who they are? And how are they? Because we have choices to make on our behavior. So are they egotistic? Do they care how they're perceived? Like, do they have to be the cool guy or the cool girl who's a B word and acts that way? Which, when people act like that, it's like stemming from pain. They don't want to show anyone their real self. They're just acting mean. Because what's the opposite of kind? Mean. And it's a defense mechanism. They don't want to let anyone too close. Their defenses are up. They're on guard, but in a negative way. So they treat other people badly because they're insecure. They want to make other people feel bad because it makes them feel better about themselves. And so that's dishonest. They're not even honest with themselves. So no, don't let them into your heart. They have to be kind. Okay? You guys, I hate that phrase, like, nice guys finish last. It's so dumb. Like, when you're in alignment with your true self, you know that kindness is not a weakness. It's like a fundamental. It's a given. It should be a given. Back to the basics. Are they kind? Genuinely. And are they sincere? And if they are, this means they're noble and worthy of your love and entrance into your heart. How to guard your heart and protect your heart, okay? Because you're worthy of this. You're worthy of real love. So logic, like, we're using our logic, and that's what's gonna save you. It's so cool how we were designed, and we have to tap into both sides of ourselves. Okay, so practically, okay, take your feelings out of it before you let someone into your heart, or even if you want to decide who's worthy to stay there, right? Because we haven't really been taught these things. I'm just reminding us, really. Mutual effort. How to guard your heart. Make sure that the effort that you're putting towards this other person or this relationship, because it doesn't have to be romantic, that there's mutual effort there if you're gonna let them closer in. Because I personally feel that we should be loving everyone and treat everyone in a loving manner. We're all literally connected in this quantum field. It's one love. So how you treat another is how you're treating yourself. When we talk about letting somebody come closer to you and enter your heart, make sure there's mutual effort. So you don't want to be giving 100% and this other person's only giving 30%. And that's why I always remind us about, like, not having sex if you're not in a full-blown committed relationship, or at the very least relationship or marriage. It's just gonna hurt you at the end of the day. So you have to decide out loud, use your masculine energy, logic, practical. Has this other person told you on board? Like, are you on the same page? You have to communicate, talk about it, come to an agreement on your relationship, and let it be mutual, right? It shouldn't be, oh, they're allowed to do this, but you're not, you know. And so openly communicate. I think sometimes people can be afraid to do this because, oh, I don't want to lose them, but this is your heart, and everything stems from your heart. So to protect yourself and to practice self-love and self-care, self-respect, have a conversation. Come at them with your masculine energy. This doesn't mean aggressive. This doesn't mean mean, like we just said, but mutual effort, mutual agreement, on the same page. This is how you guard your heart, okay? You're not just gonna roll up into my kingdom because I think you're real cute. No, or my body or anything else, but we're talking about the heart. We're talking about the heart. You better make sure somebody is worthy of your love and showing you that same love you're showing them before they enter your heart, let alone your body parts. Come on now. And it's so funny, you guys, because I feel like men, again, inherently, they're mostly tapped into their masculine energy. So how to guard your heart, they're like, ooh, I'm already on guard. I'm already the emperor, right? They're more logical beings, and so they're practical. Who are they going to allow into their hearts? And that's why it can go south when they start implementing too much strategy and they're not tapped into their feminine energy at all. And they're forgetting how they feel, like who feels good to them and things like that. So I told you for the first point is, what does their energy feel like? Because that also, you gotta plays a factor. We want to balance our energies. This is how you're going to be a balanced, beautiful being here on earth. You're a spiritual being. You're not a gender. You have a gender in the body, but you're a spirit inside. Okay, so masculine and feminine energy. How to guard your heart. Tap into your masculine energy, but don't, especially fellas, if you're watching this, don't be too on guard. Tap into your feminine energy as well. Okay, so another thing you want to look out for is, we talked about, what does their energy feel like? We talked about, is this a kind, genuine person? Are they sincere? Not just with you, in general, because once they're in your heart, how are they going to behave in your kingdom? Okay, mutual effort. Okay, practically, are they giving you what you're giving them? It's either yes or no. It's not like, oh, but I like them so much, so no. Okay, and mutual effort. Fellas, this will protect you too. This doesn't mean you're just chasing this woman all across the world and she's not giving you any time of day. That's why a lot of men and movements on earth right now in the collective are a bit bitter. They're a bit mad. Ooh, they real mad because maybe there wasn't mutual effort. They were chasing after women who weren't coming together. So that's why love is not a game at all. That's a bit silly. Mutual effort. The woman and the man mutually decide on one another. It's not the man just chasing the girl and she's running away. It's not the girl just chasing the man and he's over here like aloof. It's just two souls that choose to come together, choose to put in the effort. Okay, now they're safe to enter your heart. But we don't do things this way. It can get a bit messy. Unfortunately, I think we've all been there. Okay, so how to guard your heart, make sure that this other person is consistent within the relationship, right? They're around for a while, dedicated to you, but not just around. It's faithfulness to the relationship, because someone can be in your life for a long time, but how are they behaving in your relationship? Just because they're around for a while, okay, well, what are they doing? How are they treating you? Is there mutual respect there? Do they respect you? Do they care for you? Do they show you that through their actions, through their words, through their emotions? Are they emotionally mature? Can they take accountability for their own emotions? Can they rise back up, like lift their own vibration and come to you correct? Come correct towards you. This means they respect you, but it mostly means that they are in a healthy place within themselves. They're not just playing the blame game. They're not being immature. They're not playing games. They're not telling you, I'll like you more if you go get a BBL. You guys, some of the things I come across online, I'm like, what planet am I on? But anyways, like, are they responsible, like in their life? Like, these are the things we want to look at within someone else before we let them in our heart. And, you know, sometimes we don't do any of this and we're just like paying for it. This is how to guard your heart. And it really comes down to you caring about your own self, knowing that you're worthy of real love, and that when you hold these boundaries and when you hold these standards for entrance into your heart and your body, then it's only protecting you. And now you're filtering out the nonsense and you're filtering out the people who are not worthy of your love. It's not that you're better than them, it's that you're not on the same vibration as them, and you know your worth, and perhaps they're on some different ish and that's okay. You don't have to judge them, yell at them, get mad at them, try to force them. None of those things. Just freely. How are they? Are they kind or are they mean? Does their energy feel good or is it janky? Like, are they loyal? Are they responsible? Do they communicate? Like, are they consistent? Are they dedicated? Are they faithful in your relationship? Once they prove, these are like the ways that they prove themselves to you. Women and men. This way we're not going to get our feelings hurt. Where are your feelings? In your heart. This is how you guard your heart, you guys. I hope this video helped you in some way, and I'm sending you so much love and tenderness and hope and healing and power into your life. Remember your power to guard your heart. You deserve this. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Drop me a comment down below. Love you so much. You guys, there's one more thing I want to share with you in this video. I would say the majority of us, pretty much everyone, we learn through trial and error, right? And so a lot of us let someone or multiple people into our heart and it felt destroyed. And that's where that term comes, heartbroken, right? It doesn't work out. Sometimes you have the strength to let go, and other times the universe forces this. So many catastrophic events happen, so much damage feels done that, okay, they exit your life forcefully or willingly. The universe pulls you apart, a relationship ends, then we feel destroyed within. Okay, this has happened to pretty much anyone, everyone. Remember, to love is a risk, and that's why we want to be on guard. Before it goes there, implement these things that I'm sharing with you. But if it's already happened, like it's happened for me and it's happened for many people, do not lose hope. Don't lose your faith in love. Don't lose yourself, and don't lose faith in the universe, because love exists regardless of what's happened to you. And just because somebody messed up in your kingdom, messed it all up, it doesn't mean you can't clean it up. So to me, that's what healing looks like. It's removing the garbage out of your heart, out of your kingdom, cleansing yourself, purifying yourself once again. And that's the beauty of life, you know, so many things correlate. When you're cleaning your house, we're in Virgo season. Oh, shout out to my Virgos. We are in Virgo season, detail oriented. You're cleansing. It's a deep cleaning. And when you do this type of healing on your own heart and you forgive and you let go, you're making space, you're cleaning up your kingdom, and it doesn't mean that the walls stay up forever, not at all. Don't let one person's destructive behavior close you off for a chance to love again. Because you are worthy of love, you deserve sweet love, it's so possible. We attract what we are. So when you get into a healthy space within, when you trust yourself and when you trust love, you can call it into your reality. How do you feel about love? How do you feel about relationships? Because a healthy, beautiful kingdom is the king and the queen. Okay, you don't want to sit on your throne on your own forever, do you? The choice is up to you.